Hi, Dr. Gan here from Dr. Vane Medical Clinic. Today I'm going to be talking about how to get rid of those spider veins. Now, for those of you who do not know what spider veins are, they're basically these reddish vessels. Sometimes can be a little bit discolored, maybe a bit bluish, reddish, and they're often found on your legs. They can also be found on your abdomen, around your chest, and even on your face. Now, one of the techniques that we use here at Dr. Vane is a technique known as sclerotherapy. In sclerotherapy, what we do is we use a solution, and by using very tiny needles, we inject the solution into these small little vessels. What this does is that it irritates the walls of these vessels, which eventually break down and die, and your body basically gets rid of it like a bruise. Now, a very common question that many patients ask is sclerotherapy painful? Now, as I mentioned earlier, we're actually using very little or baby needles to inject it directly into these veins. And most patients never really complain at all and often say that they don't feel it at all. When the solution sometimes gets out of the vein, it can cause a little bit of a sting, but it really doesn't bother most patients at all. Now, in terms of how long you would need for treatment, the treatment usually can last anywhere between 15 minutes up to an hour, depending on how much is done on a particular day. The number of treatments you may need following sclerotherapy would be maybe a minimum of 3 treatments, but it just depends on how much spider veins you have. Some patients may only have 1 or 2 areas that are affected, and others may have an entire leg that's affected. And it's often best to actually treat the entire leg to get the outcome that you want. After treatment, it's recommended that you walk for about 30 to 45 minutes every day for the first week. It's also recommended for you not to do any heavy weights at the gym or any heavy strenuous exercise for at least the first 5 days. This just avoids any complications setting in. Now, the outcome of your treatments will probably only be seen from about 6 weeks up to about 8 weeks after treatment. Generally, after treatment, what to expect is some element of bruising and pigmentation, whereby you get a bit of brownish discoloration in that area that has been treated, but this usually settles in a period of a month up to 2 months. Generally, by the time you hit 6 weeks to about 2 months, you should see the effect of all the treatments and these little spider veins disappearing. If you want to find out more information, please visit our website at drvane.com.au or book yourself in a consultation to have a look at your veins to see whether it is something that we can treat.